Hello, hello, hello there, my lovelies. Welcome back to another Friday night. Thank goodness it's Friday night. OMG. And whether or not you believe in it, happy Friday the 13th. I hope you can hear me okay. I've been messing with the audio a little bit off and on this week as I calibrated my mic and my system during classes with students. So I hope everything stayed kosher between Zoom and StreamYard. So let's find out. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone had a really, really splendid week. And of course, we're here on behalf of the Heart Breathings community. I did pop the link over there on the YouTube ends. If you're on the Facebook end, the streamyard.com/Facebook link should be in chat. Unless someone beats me to sharing it sooner, I'll try to get it to you during the first sprint. Otherwise, hi, everybody. We're going to try and do 4 of them 25-minute-ish sprints tonight. I'm so glad to be here. I'm thrilled to be able to do this every week and see so many familiar faces. Paget wins the prize for arriving first. And of course, good to see everyone for sure. Why, hello, happy Friday. Nice to see you, my friend. Hello, Lori. It's great to see you as well, Elizabeth. Tyler, hello. Elizabeth, awesome. Thank you for confirming. Hafren, how are things doing on your side of the globe, my friend? Rachel, thank you also for the confirmation. Everybody, awesome. Good evening, KL. And definitely, indeed, happy Friday to you, Rita. So what's everybody working on? I know a lot of us are about to go into, week 2 or 3 of Q1? So definitely TGIF for sure. Paget sorting through beta reader responses. Ooh, in editing today. I hope it's going great. Focusing better than this morning. You tend to have those evening and night owl-y type vibes, it seems, my friend. So lean into your strengths. Lean into your strengths. I always thought I was a morning person until I did NaNoWriMo 2022, and apparently I'm an afternoon flamingo. So Elizabeth, still working on plotting. Good choice for a Friday. Good choice. Get it out of your brain before the weekend goes away or goes into full swing, or get you set up for the weekend, right? I have to do some more fine-tuning grammatical edit type things for book 1 to the Myrna Annals before it gets ready to go out with the Kickstarter things in the coming weeks. I pushed back things on the Kickstarter by about 2 weeks in my plans. Well, only because the move took longer than I thought, thanks to snow, right? Yes, chapter 14. We're here rooting you on, and I've got some fun videos and some fun music to cheer you on when we can celebrate it together. Oh my goodness, Jillian, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing great. I'm sorry I've missed you. I've been watching a lot on the replay though. Because, earlier in the day, time change, man. Time change sucks. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing great. Lauren, yeah, that's definitely you, my friend. It's great to see you. So we are going to go ahead and about 30 seconds here or so and get into our first sprint. Again, we're going to go ahead and do 4 25-minute sprints this evening. Cody and I have had a very, very long week. They had peak delivery season for Amazon run way past Christmas this year. We don't know why. It just did. And he's like, I finally am going to stop having overtime to breathe and relax. So we're going to enjoy this weekend. And I hope everyone else does too. Lori's continuing the outline for book 4. Yes, love it. Elizabeth, early bird who gets the worm. Good to know. Good to know. KL. So backing up, Elizabeth. Tomorrow morning, right? If not tonight, tomorrow morning, you'll get it done, right? KL, have a deadline for your first book to get to the editor on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. We're here cheering you on, and you definitely should be excited. Totally cheering you on for that. Yep, time zones. You're doing great. Oh, am doing great. I see. Tired eyes. I am doing well as now that the move is half over. Much better. That is so exciting. You work at Amazon. Yeah, my hubby delivers. He's for one of the DSPs in Maryland. And whew, you can understand the pain, I'm sure, Tyler. Hello, Nicole. It's still in process. That snow we had right before Christmas put us a little behind. Yes, good to hear. Paget, yes, very well deserved. He has been busting butt lately for sure. On his days off, we're moving, so go figure. Wow. Okay. I used to teach at a school where teachers had to report at 6:45. I feel this. I'm so glad I no longer teach at that school. Blessings to you, my friend. Rachel, you prefer to do creative work in the afternoon. Gotcha. So, hello, Michelle. Great to see you. Love the kitty picture for sure. We are cat friends and family around here. Yes, I love Silver Dagger so much. Like I may be using them again for all five, I'm sorry, six books that are coming out of the rebrand. Y'all thought all this time I was giving you five. Secretly, I've been working on a sixth one no one has known about. More about that in another video. Highs. All right, so let's go ahead and get us started. But before we do, we like to do a little thing around here. So let's go ahead and do our little thing around here, shall we?
Cup of positivity, do 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 do. Cup of positivity, do 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 do. Cup of positivity.
All right, I shook it up really well earlier. Like I took everything out, made a mess out of it, and then put it back in the cup because it felt like we were getting the same couple of ones again and again and again. So hopefully that mass shuffle helped. And notice I am creepishly looking at the camera so I don't get accused of pre-picking again. Ha ha! Ooh, this was one we definitely haven't had in a while. So stop hating yourself for everything you aren't, and start loving yourself for everything you are. We needed to hear that today. So let's go ahead and get started into our first sprint. Of course, in the words of Cowboy Bebop, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. See you on the other side. Alrighty, everyone, let's go ahead and slip on into our first break. I hope you can hear me all right. Okay, it's not on mute. I just checked. The mic's not muted. We're good. So Elizabeth said this week has been kicking your butt. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, hon. I hope it gets better. Ready to plot? Yep. Let the characters enjoy the badness of your week. Author Lauren Adele, the cup of positivity message. Yes, very much so. Love yourself. Rachel, ooh, what? What? All right, we're going to start this night off quite right, everybody. Well done. Well done. Rachel's also saying that the dragon shifter just got owned by a friend who points out that he has no room to talk about true love since he can't commit fully to one who is committed fully to him. Sounds like my king of all fae. He has no issue with fae, his buddies and pals, however, might. This is exactly some of the stuff I'm dealing with. I feel ya. Elizabeth got some of chapter 7 plotted. Yes, good progress. 482 for half run. Loving it. Lori, 652. I'd love to get half of this outline done by the end of these sprints. We've got 3 more ahead of us. You've got this. You've got this. Yeah, nice. Nice for sure. So, whoops. Get rid of the star. Don't clicky the show. There we go. What's everyone else that slipped on in during that break working on? If you're working on anything to join us, I'm partially editing, partially taking continuity notes because book 4 needs to go through its first true editing ringer here soon. And book 5's outline needs solidified before I draft it during Camp Nano. And then I'll finish the series up, except for that secret 6th book I've been working on. So good to see everyone else is back to writing as if the holiday season is over. I hope it was a great holiday for everyone. Michelle, ooh, loving the 341, working on the first draft of a sweet romance. Ooh, so is it contemporary sweet romance or anything of that nature? Let's see. Bonnie, great to see you, my friend. Working on a freelancing gig. You've got it. You've got it. Elizabeth, your plotting is slow, but you're very detailed in the outline, so you're hoping to get it done this month. See, this is something I talk about often with my students. You have a couple of options. You can either be really, really, really detailed up front and then do all of the filling in the blanks and connecting the dots when you draft, or vice versa, right? And for me, I've noticed with different projects, it's never the same way twice, too. So, hey, sometimes you move faster, right? Contemporary for Michelle. Awesome, awesome. So, we have a little less than 2 minutes left. We're going to go into our next sprint. I need to take care of getting dinner situated during the next sprint. Cheesecake Man should be on his way home by now, we hope. Yes, his commute is much shorter now, thank goodness. Let's see, 721, your main character had to make a hard choice. Uh-oh. So did that make writing it easier, aka faster, or did it cause a plot hole hiccup? And now I'm struggling with the idea of being that type of person. Uh-oh. Elizabeth, you love writing psychological thrillers. So yeah, the more detailed you get up front, the fewer chances of mixing up important details for you there are. Like with me in fantasy and in sci-fi, I can either, slap a little bit of magic or technology over a plot hole or two to smooth it out. I don't think you can do that in other genres as easily, if you get what I mean. So we are going to get ready and go ahead into the next sprint in just about 30 seconds. Do not forget, Publish and Thrive enrollment is starting next week, the 21st, I think. And then it kicks off in February. I think Sarah mentioned earlier today. She mentioned it on her coffee chat on her Sarah Cannon channel. So if you want more details, go head over there. I'm really excited to see what new things she has in store for it as well. Half Friend says, I'm nervous for writing after the holidays. You feel like you're messing up? Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Writing is sometimes like playing in the sandbox. You got to get a little muddy, dirty, and whatnot first. It's going to come out in the wash, I promise. I don't mean to sound like I'm a mom, but the analogy worked, so I went for it. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and slip on into our second break for sure there. Go ahead and get us started all the way back. Give us all of our time. I hope the volume on that is okay as well. If you need to step out or take a self-care break early, you know what to do. See you soon. Alrighty, everyone, that was the end of our second sprint. We have 2 more ahead of us for the night. How are we doing? How are we doing? If you're new and just hopped on in, we'll welcome you here in a second, my fellow wizards. So yeah, clicking the save button a couple times there. Not too bad. I'm almost through the first chapter. I've made some like grammatical changes here and there. And of course, there's the, do I need the comma? Do I not need the comma? Do I need the comma? Do I not need the comma? Because yeah, both rules are applicable depending on which order I put the phrases. So how we do, my friends. Miss Page joined us. Good to see you. Happy Friday evening as well. Paget loves psychological thrillers and thinks they're the best, along with Elizabeth. And Paget also finished your personal summation of beta reader reports so you can address their suggestions and make changes that took an age and totally worth it. Yes, 100%. Yes, you did it. You did it. You did it. Well done, Paget. Rita missed the break. That's okay. Planning on setting up a new writer's notebook. Oh, yes. Haven't looked at it in years. I cannot wait to see you do this, and I hope it goes well for you. 581 words for half run, finally in the groove. 707. Love that. If Lisa of Little Forest Homes were here, I think she would call that a wishing number, right? So all the wishes to everyone. I hope you have a great writing session ahead. Michelle, 492. Lori, your fingers are flying. 684. Yes. Outlining is easy for Lori, and putting it all together into a novel is a different story. True. But pulling back from the tapestry to observe that is totally worth it, right? Tyler, well done. Over 200 words now stuck because you're not a plotter. Brainstorming will happen next now. If you need to go refill the well a little bit, we have our self-care sprint coming up. Elizabeth, chapter 7 plotting is coming along. Well done. Need to figure out what is this fixer upper house. It might take a little while, so you might figure out what you should do in chapter 8. Come back to figuring out the layout of the house later. Yep. See how many rooms you need first. So maybe you're not over planning the house. That might be part of it too. Agreed, 100%. Miss Page, hubs. Ooh. See, I'm trying to get my hubs to agree with your hubs right now, my friend. Not going so great. Tips? Tricks? How do I make that happen? Love this for you so much. And Cheesecake Man, if you're lurking, I mean no shame or harm. Rachel had a grocery delivery. There you go. And you had to pull up your next Villa episode to revise. You are being so productive. You've got this. Paget got started on edits from these beta readers and already like the new direction. Love the energy. Oh, yes. What genre do you write? I think the psychological thrillers, I think. Rita, this novel has at least 8 POV for main ones, still YA, but some of the characters are adults with the POV. Another larger cast of characters. Love it. Elizabeth, I liked pants about 30 to 50K words and begin plotting paper. Get the scenes out of ya. Yep, and see it. Get the scenes out of there. For sure. You are so welcome. You deserve it, Paget. You've been working hard. Psychological thrillers. Yep. Paget to Rita. You like the POV flowchart? Yes. It's called mind mapping. I have a video coming out on it soon, hopefully. It's been recorded in the new space. I just have to edit it. Give me some time. I'm a little behind on getting videos out. Miss Page asked him once to tell me about his hope and dreams. Oh, okay. You just gave me an in. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. So we are about to get into our self-care sprint. Most of you do know that I like to give you a little reminder first and foremost before we go into sprint 3. Tonight is just flying by. OMG. So just for a little bit of a reminder there before we go into our self-care, soul care sprint, I'll explain that in a moment as well. Stop hating yourself for everything you aren't and start loving yourself for everything you already are. Or getting your spouse to do it, apparently. So, if you have not taken a self-care or a soul care break, self-care being the physical body, soul care being everything else, feel free to step on out during the next sprint. Do what you need to. When you see this big banner and my video come back, that means I am back from my break as well. I'll see you soon. Take care. All right, everybody, if you haven't saved your work in a hot minute, please do go ahead and take the moment to do that. We're about to go into our last sprint. Before we do that, though, a little heads up. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., it's us. And then Tracy, the revised writer, is taking the day off. I have a special co-host with me tomorrow morning as well, but we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. A little bit of a surprise. So after we're done here tomorrow at noon for the heart breathings end of things, there won't be another sprint until Melissa at 9 a.m. Sunday morning. Do not forget, our quarterly virtual writing retreat is coming up. I'm not sure if the schedule that is on the Google Calendar is the schedule. Look over in the Facebook group for final confirmations of that throughout the week, I would imagine. So that's forthcoming next week. Also, of course, enrollment for Publish and Thrive starts. So much starts in the coming weeks. Oh, goodness. Q1's going to be a blast. So let's go to our chat break right quick, everybody. Rita's saying, my husband picked up your last Amazon package. Yes, congratulations on the grid paper, but you're probably still going to make good use of it. Also, POV flowcharts are a blast. Like for those of us who sometimes need a visual aspect tied to it, it's called mind mapping for a reason. It becomes a map. Paget, your doesn't agree either. He rolls eyes at your planner. Adoration, and he does not also shame you, I'm sure. It's one of those things of I imagine he's like mine. That's your thing, right? Hafren 567. Ooh, love that number. Words, everything is happening. Elizabeth, your work is safe in your notebook. Yes. 686. Publish and Thrive. Oh, hold that thought. Let me double check my calendar before I say it. And I'm wrong because let's see. February 4th is the kickoff call according to my calendar. The first, is that? Yes, Saturday, February 4th is the kickoff call. So I imagine that'll be sometime between my and Tracy's sprints, I imagine. Yeah, Sarah's re-recording everything. I'm really excited. She announced that today during her coffee chat. Michelle 586, loving these consistent numbers. The whole community seems to be getting together. You're all keeping right around the same. Elizabeth figured out a general gist of what will happen. Love it. Love it. Hey, gists get stuff done, literally. Rita, love when another batch of chapter outlining is figured out. Epically so. And that is very solid progress. You are very welcome, and I can't either. I plan on using Publish and Thrive to help me with my rebrand so hardcore. I mean, it's helped me a lot already, but I'm excited to see all the new stuff that Sarah's going to be adding in. So we are going to be getting ready to go into our last sprint for tomorrow. For tonight. And then, of course, I'll be back here tomorrow morning bright and early for 3 hours of sprints. So I'm going to, after this minute and 30 seconds or so, go say hi to the hubby, whatnot, tidy up some things, get some stuff together, and then go hang with him for a bit after we're done. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try to make it painlessly productive is what I tell my students. So thank you. Elizabeth also discovered that your novel should, ooh. See, I like books that tend to run longer, but that's just me. And it doesn't matter on chapter length for me. I like books with those higher chapter counts. So I can't wait to see what you have as your final product, my friend. Paget also figured out how to use these beta reader comments to fix the opener. Great job. Loving it. Loving it. You're much faster at sorting through the critique, which took all day. Yes. And sometimes part of it is absorbing the notes takes longer than putting them into action, because you got to be able to pull back and not just look at that area that needs fixed, but ask yourself, am I making more problems or fixing problems? Because we all know how plot holes like to be. We all know how they like to be. So we're about to roll on into our very last sprint for the night. Definitely want to take advantage of this sprint as much as you can to wrap things up. Of course, if you want to use the list that Devin and a few other authors have curated of, sprints going out throughout the day, I think I have the link somewhere on my YouTube end for that. But be it as it may, let's get into our last, wrong one, Jenna, sprint for the night. And I will see you all on the other side. All right, everybody, go ahead and let's wrap it on up. We're actually going to go ahead and remove that and silence that. Woohoo! So move from studio, and wrap it on up, everyone. Oh, I can't believe 2 hours have gone by already. Oh my goodness. So I hope everything is going great as you are indeed backing up and saving your documents there. Let's see, where did we leave off? Rita, it's been a while since you looked at this work in progress. You forgot some of the extra characters named. One of your moms named Jenna. Oh, poor woman had at least 3 names before you settled on it. Tis a popular name. Tis a popular name, I noticed. Miss Page, caught yourself doing that a few times now. You keep a document in Scrivener. Yep, you have like a master list of the characters. I have that myself as well. Paget, do you ever start a character with one name and by draft date or whatever, you're like, no, I hate that name now. You're Jill or whatever. Yup, sure having that happen myself. Rita says, I tend to change names so often of characters. One of the boys' names was similar to a side character. I needed to change it and didn't realize it until after the character had arrived in town. I kind of had something similar happen. And once you had the same name for a grandpa and the other character's dad. But this happens in real life, though. So that's the ironic part of it. This happens in real life. Like my husband's first name is also his high school best friend's first name. But my husband doesn't go by his first name. He goes by his middle name. You see what I mean? Because so many people have his first name. Totally understood. You'll be getting, oh, Elizabeth, I hope you feel better soon, my friend. I know you've had a rough time of it lately. And honestly, yeah, I do hope you get feeling better very, very quickly and that the health lets you focus and do what you need to do to heal. Endoscopies are not always that great. You wake up and not even realize it's happened, though. Yeah, you might be a little sore a little bit after, but nothing uncommon. That's like the most common thing to have. Yeah, ulcers, bladder issues, cholesterol, and crab-free food irritates. Ooh, that's a good thing to know. It's a good thing to know. Happy with the progress you made today. You should be. You should be. You are quite welcome. Definitely save for sure, my friends. 4:95, a productive night. 2 a.m., make sure you're taking care of yourself over in Iceland. Half run, take care. 4:53, Michelle, this is amazing. Consistency. You totally did it. Yes. Well done, my friend. 685 this time. Just realized your numbers were so close. Yeah, this is what I mean. Consistency. Well done. You're quite welcome. Enjoy the next villa, and don't stay up too late. Make sure you get some rest. Refill that well. Gotcha. See, this is what I'm talking about. Common names, right? 265, you're quite welcome, Miss Page, and you are very, very, very welcome. Of course, as always, my friends, please do reward and take care of yourselves. I hope you have a good day, and above all, I'll see you in the morning. Bye.